More confusing words in action. Number 2. Learning English with pictures. The sole existence of your characters is to live only in 4 to 5 panels. Just explain 2 to 3 or even 1 confusing word. That sounds pretty grim. Here is the last set of words. Loaf and loaf, marinate, marinate, marinate. Maybe, or maybe, me, myself, I, meat, meat, meat. Meter, meter, moot, moot, mute. Nauseated, nauseous, and nonplussed. Let's go! We started with loaf. Loaf and loaf basically only have one difference in their spelling, which is pretty much every other confusing word, mostly. Add an E and you get something else. Now when you loathe without the E something, that means you're unwilling or you're reluctant to do that. But when you loathe something with an E, that means you hate or strongly dislike something. Alright, firstly, we have these words. Loathe, let's say you go ahead and have a special guest. So what do? You cook them something from their own hometown. I have cooked something very special indeed for our honored guest. Liver cooked in the traditional French way. What a treat! Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure he would rather eat escargot. I am loath to say I loathe liver. Now it's time for the dog's turn to eat something. Quick, hopefully he eats it quickly while the waitress is out. Alright, next up we have the word marinade and marinate and macerate. A triple set of words. So when you're marinade is it's like the wine, the oil, the spices, and the other things that you add into something. It's a mixture of those things where you usually put some meat or fish inside there, so make sure that thing has more flavor when you cook it. And marinate is like you put the action of putting the fish and the meat inside there and leaving it there for it to absorb some of the liquid. And macerate is like to turn into a liquid due to being in a liquid for so long. How long has this fish been marinating? I put it in the marinade 2 days ago. Supposed to be for 2 hours, not days. It's been macerated by liquid. How do you fancy fish soup? I mean, my question is, did the bones dissolve? Next up, we have the words maybe and maybe. Now, maybe something and maybe something is like 2 different words. Maybe is like, it's probably this. But maybe is like, might be this. You know, like they have different tones. You got to figure that part out yourself. I had to figure it out from experience. Oh dear, I can't remember what the number for my card is. Maybe it's this one. Or it may be this one. Well, at least I've saved some money. First off, next up, we have me, myself, and I. So first of all, me basically is like himself or herself. You use it in the context of himself or herself. And myself is like me, but you never use this for emphasis. Whereas like me, I never do this. Myself, I never do myself that. No, that last part sounds weird. You never do that. And I is like, you use this before verbs like, I'll go first. Or, I am drinking this water. And I will become crushing man. I expected a much more dramatic crush, but unfortunately Sam's Club does not really make those good bottles with the good crush. Alright. Yay, free vaccination for children. All those anti-vaxxers out there. Vaccinate your children. And if you cannot vaccinate your child because they're allergic, make sure other people vaccinate their child too. I don't mind which one of us goes first. It makes no difference to me who it is. I couldn't care less myself. Well, one of you has to go first. Or all of them can go simultaneously by having 3 doctors instantly appear. And injecting them at the same time. Alright, next up we have the words meat and meat and meat. All of them you read as meat. First off, meat is, you use this, it's an ultra rare word, and you only use this in the words as in like you distribute something. You'll only use it in the context of distributing something. Whereas meat is like edible organic parts of mammals, birds, and fish. I guess like the muscles. And meat, as in MEET, is like you have a meeting with someone or something. If tonight's dinner doesn't go well, the humiliation that will be meted out by the press can be unbearable. Is it just me, or does this guy look a lot like Mario? It was so kind of you to invite us to meet at this wonderful restaurant for dinner. I'm sure you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you. Of course, you remember that I don't eat meat. This next one is quite the irony, if you ask me. We have the words meter and meter. Now, a meter is like, in British English, you only use this spelling as in like a machine that goes ahead and refers to the device for measuring something. Whereas meter, as in METRE, is like a unit of measurement equal to 100 centimeters. And like the Americans spell this though as this. Americans. You Americans! You have to butch up the English language that we British created. Well, technically it's the English who created it, but who cares? First off, here's the comic. I'm sorry, but I'll have to give a parking penalty. Why? I paid the meter. Unfortunately, you're sticking several meters into the next space, so you should have paid for that space too. I mean, it's about... Who would have thought you needed a car parking ticket for a boat? I didn't expect that to really happen, but sure, if this works, if that's the law, then that's the law. Next up, we have the words moot and moot. Yeah, double meanings. Moot, it means debatable, but it can also mean to suggest something, like you suggest postponing something as well too. As the weather is so bad, I would like to moot that we postpone our match to a later date. We have to play today or be knocked out of the competition. Conditions will probably improve soon. Whether we drown before we are blown away is a moot point. Okay, fine. Alright, next up we again have the word moot and mute. Now, when you're moot about something, that means that thing is debatable. But when you're mute, that means that you're being silent. It's a moot point whether it would be best to spend the school's money on better computers or on a new playground. A new playground would be a complete waste of money. Computers are much more valuable for children's education, especially since you can also play on it. However, if I'm in a minority, I shall remain mute on the subject. Quite ironic if you ask me about all this. Alright, next up we have the words nauseate and nauseous. Now, when you're nauseated about something, that means that you're disgusted by something. You're disgusted by it. Whereas when you're nauseous, that means that something is very repulsive. Nothing like cold water. Pretty much, they both mean the same thing, except one thing is like, that's done to you. And another thing is like describing what you're feeling. Here's the example comic. The way some people dote on celebrities leaves me quite nauseated. I couldn't agree more. It gives me a nausea sensation. Isn't that the lead actor in tonight's show? You are marvelous, simply superb, terrific, fantastic. Okay, what kind of show requires someone wearing ancient Chinese dressing while wearing futuristic goggle-like stuff? Yeah, that's just awesome, if you ask me. Alright, next up we have the words nonplussed and nonplussed. Now, nonplussed, again, double definition, but this time we split it. British and American. British nonplussed basically means you are at a loss of something. Whereas when you're nonplussed, as in like you're undisturbed about something, as in the Americano way, well, that means that you're just undisturbed. You're not at a loss, like you don't understand something, but you're just undisturbed. Seriously, so that's pretty much how it all works out. And here's the example comic. Why don't you want the chocolate? I just don't fancy one right now. I've never known you to refuse a chocolate before. I'm completely nonplussed. And I am nonplussed that you are nonplussed. She just ate a whole bag of chocolate by herself. She's fat. You're fat. And she secretly ate some chocolate by herself. Proof. And that's pretty much it. And next time, we'll be doing this. More confusing words in action number 3. I'll see you guys then. And after this, we'll tackle a new subject. All I'm gonna say is that the new subject includes the word new. Until then, 希望 now peace. Bye bye.